Hello everyone, this is Robert from Book of Mormon Editions, where we discuss printings, publications, and various editions of the Book of Mormon. Well, we've spent a lot of time on printing history of the American volumes of the Book of Mormon. I wanted to give a reminder that Great Britain has had a large influence within this subject also. And today, I'm excited to review the Book of Mormon in regards to Great Britain, specifically the Book of Mormon found in the British Library in London, England. What makes this experience so interesting is that the British Library is the submission location for any volume published in the UK, meaning that a copy of the 1841 Book of Mormon is held here, and as an extra bonus, there is an 1830 volume housed here also. However, it's an interesting experience to view these copies, as I recently made a trip to London and my wife and I scheduled some time to visit the British Library. However, I did not realize the factors involved and probably will only do this once in my life. So here goes regarding some details of what it took to physically see these two volumes. The British Library is set up as a research facility as much as it is a library. Individuals from all over the world come here, and we all had to be processed through reception in order to get a library card called a reader pass. I was standing in line with people from all over the world, and our purposes were just as varied, from music manuscripts to historical text, and me explaining my purpose regarding religious studies. So after getting a reader pass, we went to the rare books and music section, went to the front reference desk, and ordered 2 books. They said the volumes were in storage and would take about an hour to retrieve. So for the wait, we went back to the main area to see the vault labeled as the King's Library, a multi-storied glass section listing various books. Also, nearby is the Treasures exhibit, where the best of the best volumes are showcased. In there was a myriad of one-of-a-kind volumes, such as King Henry VIII's Bible, various illuminated volumes, and the highlight was a full-volume Gutenberg Bible. Of the roughly 180 copies ever printed, less than 50 survive, and only 21 of them are fully complete, including this one. So it was an honor to see this volume with its illuminated borders and unique embellishments. And now going back to the rare book section, we finally had an opportunity to receive our order of 2 volumes of the Book of Mormon. We were assigned a desk and had our heart's desire of thumbing through the pages of these 2 volumes. And yes, while the desks have a no photography policy, we received permission regarding taking pictures, and the librarians were more than gracious to allow us to photograph what we needed for our research. These 2 volumes have been rebound with new covers, probably from the amount of use and age. It's remarkable how small the 1841 volume is, as it was planned as a missionary copy and small enough for them to be put in a satchel or knapsack and distributed as needed. You'll also remember that the 1841 volume had a witnesses page in the front of the book and an index in the back. And then came the 1830 volume. This too had a refurbished cover, but the inside text was amazing to look at. In the front end papers was inserted a letter correspondence from the Missouri Secretary of State, answering an inquiry from J.R. Hindley, who resided in Stoke Newington, London, regarding various aspects of the Joseph Smith story. What's fascinating is that each 1830 volume of the Book of Mormon has various types of errors that are sometimes found and corrected halfway through the printing. And also each 1830 volume has various types of adjustments, and this volume is no different. For example, page 212 is often has a page number listing as 122, but this volume is proper. Page 144, line 36, often has a misspelling of the word about, but this volume is correct also. Page 161, the end of the first line listing the word faith is missing the letter H. Page 205, line 3, the I in Nephi is faded. For me, this was fascinating, as this volume has a history and a personality of its own, including various pages that bleed through where the text is difficult to read, but these are one-off and making the characteristics of the volume. which also includes that the text block still has blue speckling from the original printers and still can be seen on edge. So in terms of speaking regarding one-of-a-kind volumes, I'm reminded that in 1950, there was a study to determine the quantity count of the Gutenberg Bible. This study, called the Gutenberg Bible Census, came up with 45 known copies. This study was updated in 2012, where it was updated to 49 total copies. This Gutenberg Census was the case study to start the Book of Mormon Census Project, a similar endeavor to document the current status of surviving early copies of the Book of Mormon. We started this project in 2023, and details can be found at bookofmormoncensus.com. And so I'm proud to announce that these two volumes, both the 1830 and the 1841 volume of the Book of Mormon, housed at the British Library, are listed in the Book of Mormon Census as A61 and D25, respectively. We received some information last year on these volumes, but I'm honored that we now have additional details and pictures that will be added to the census record as of July 2024. So while it might not be feasible for many to visit the British Library to see these two copies, you can view the details at bookofmormoncensus.com. Please leave a comment down below regarding these two editions or the census project in general. And our heartfelt thank you to those who have been supportive of the census project so far. We have a lot to work ahead of us, and I'm excited to see the future result. And as always, if you have a special or unique edition of the Book of Mormon that you'd like reviewed here, please contact me at bomeditions@gmail.com. Best wishes, everyone.